Good day, everyone. My name is Irish Davis, and I will be your reporter for Southeast Asia. As the continuation of Samantha Galea's discussion, I will be focusing on four countries in Southeast Asia. Will be Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, and Myanmar. So first, let's start in Myanmar. So let's get to know about Myanmar. So as you can see in the flag, the current flag was adopted in 2010. The flag consists of three horizontal bands of yellow, green, and red with a white star in the center. Yellow represents solidarity, green represents peace, harmony, and tranquility, red represents courage and decisiveness, and the white star symbolizes the nation being united and the importance of the elements of the Union. The nickname of the Myanmar, which is the land of the golden pagodas, which means there are so many pagodas in that country that makes it unique. Myanmar has tourism tagline which is Myanmar be enchanted because they are more on in history, myth. So next is the national food in Myanmar, which is the mohinga. Mohinga is the national dish of Myanmar, consisting of fish soup with rice noodles, often served for breakfast. The dish is made up from broth infused with lemongrass, turmeric, fish sauce, topped with boiled eggs, cilantro, and fritters. Moringa can be easily found at street vendors, but it is now served for any meal and can be enhanced with toppings like eggs, onions, or herbs. Moringa can be made from scratch or made with broth powder. So as you can see in the picture, that is the um that is the physical appearance of mohinga. Next is the national drink, which is green tea. Green tea is made by steaming or pan frying to reduce oxidation, maintaining its green color and fresh taste. It is known for their health benefits such as neutralizing free radicals with antioxidants that protect cells from damage, improve brain function, increasing fat oxidation, and others. It prevents some diseases that is the reason why it becomes the national drink of Myanmar, which is the green tea. So next is the national food in Myanmar, which is the mohinga. Mohinga is the national dish of Myanmar, consisting of fish soup with rice noodles, often served for breakfast. The dish is made up from broth infused with lemongrass, turmeric, fish sauce, topped with boiled eggs, cilantro, and fritters. Moringa can be easily found at street vendors, but it is now served for any meal and can be enhanced with toppings like eggs, onions, or herbs. Moringa can be made from scratch or made with broth powder. So as you can see in the picture, that is um the physical appearance of mohinga. Next is the national drink, which is green tea. Green tea is made by steaming or pan frying to reduce oxidation, maintaining its green color and fresh taste. It is known for their health benefits such as neutralizing free radicals with antioxidants that protect cells from damage, improve brain function, increasing fat oxidation, and others. It prevents some diseases that is the reason why it becomes the national drink of Myanmar, which is the green tea. Additional information about green tea, it is made from Camellia sinensis plant as you can see in the picture. It is produced by dried leaves and buds. It is widely cultivated from tropical and subtropical regions, which is Africa, Asia, and South America. So next is the currency of Myanmar, which is Myanmar Kyat or MMK. So it is called also the Burmese Kyat and as a symbolize of ki, which is means kyat, and one kyat is approximately in Philippine peso is 0.0274 for Philippine. So next is the Festival of Myanmar, which is Tingyan Myanmar's New Year Festival. It is celebrated in mid-April, lasts for or 5 days, and uses water throwing as signifier of purification and renewal. Tingyan is celebrated as a public holiday and falls during the summer school holiday, and it includes the welcoming of the spirit King Tangya Min. A Tingyan participant wears lightweight, quick-drying clothes such as the traditional longi and is ready to toss water. So next is the traditional clothing of Myanmar, which is the longi. Longi is a traditional Myanmar garment worn by both men and women, with men's longi called a paso and women's called a hitamen. It is a white piece of fabric about 2 meters long and 80 cm wide, wrapped around the waist and tucked in front of the on the side depending on the style. Women often complement the longi with head ornaments, blouses, and slippers, while men may wear turbans, silk jackets, and traditional slippers. So that is the national clothing of Myanmar, which is the longi, as you can see in the picture. So next is the language of Myanmar, which is called Burmese language. So let's discover how we say hi in Burmese language. Hi in Burmese is ah. Next is the hello in Burmese, which is mingalapa, mingalapa. Next is the good morning in Burmese, which is mingala nenet nifa, mingala nenet nifa. Next is the good afternoon in Burmese language, which is mingala nelet nifa, mingala nelet nifa. Next is the good evening in Burmese language, which is Mingala Nyenenefa. Mingala Nyenenefa. So let's proceed to the national animal of Myanmar, which is the green peafowl. It is also called in Burmese language, which is Yudaong or Daong. It is a graceful bird appreciated and loved throughout the country because of its spectacular colors and the beautiful dancing movements during courtship displays. Green peafowl also has a relevance in Myanmar culture and is symbolized of the sun's descent, which represents beauty, grace, and vitality. The cultural and sociological presence of green peafowl in Myanmar emphasizes its national importance as an animal emblem or representative of the nation. As you can see, that is the physical image of the green peafowl or daong or yudaong. So next is the Yangon International Airport, knownly called also Mingaladon Airport. It is one of the busiest and largest airport in Myanmar. The airport is located in Mingalandon Township. That is why it called also Mingalandon Airport. It is approximately 15 kilometers or 9.3 miles north of downtown Yangon. As the main port of entry for international visitors departing from the country, the airport is a critical piece of infrastructure that is backed by a rich history. During World War II, it was known as RAF Mingaladon and it served as significant operating base for fighter aircraft. In 1941, the Japanese attacked Burma, which included an air raid at Mingaladon, which caused significant destruction after the war. After the war, it was improved into a modern airport by the Kolkata Metropolitan Airports Authority and formally opened its Yangon International Airport in 1947. Today, it is a critical hub for international and domestic flights that connect Myanmar with destinations all over. As you can see in the picture, this is where you will pay your airplane ticket, and it is known as the counter with different flights, both domestic and international. As the image shown, it is the overall picture of the Yangon International Airport that serve as domestic and international. So let's discover the top attractions in Myanmar. So first, let's go to Mount Popa. So the first destination of Myanmar, which is the Mount Popa. Mount Popa is located near Bagan in central Myanmar and believed as the house of Myanmar's nat spirits and called Myanmar's Mount Olympus. There are shrines and pavilions that honor these spirits. People can walk up to the top via 7 natural steps for free. There are often monkeys and vendors on the top of the mountain. When someone reaches the top, they find a pagoda and beautiful views of surrounding area. Mount Popa, which is about 50 kilometers southeast of Bagan in the Mandalay region, can be accessed by taking a tour from Bagan. And as you can see, this is the physical appearance of Mount Popa. So the next attraction will be the Yubin Bridge. It is the world's oldest and longest thick bridge, spans Taman Lake in Amarapura. It built in 1859 using reclaimed teak from Inwa Palace. It features 1,000 pillars and it is approximately 1,200 meter long. The bridge offers stunning sunrise and sunset views, with its appearance changing seasonally and throughout the day, creating unique scenic beauty. Historically, it facilitated travel between Amarapura and Inwa during the relocation of the capital. Today, it remains a popular spot for tourists to enjoy serene lake views and local life. So, as you can see in the picture, this is the physical view of Yubin Bridge in Myanmar. So the next attraction will be the Chautuji Pagoda. It is known primarily for its large, reclining Buddha statue that measures a massive 65 meters long and is one of the largest in the country. The original pagoda was constructed in 1907, but after being destroyed, it was rebuilt and the current structure completed in 1966. The giant Buddha is wearing a gold robe with colorful finishing touches and many detail, including a white face, red lips, and blue eyeshadow. People can be seen burning incense and offering flowers to the statue as a sign of respect and asking for blessings. So next attraction will be the Swenadwe Monastery or the Golden Palace Monastery. It is a historic wooden construction that was a portion of the Mandalay Palace and was originally used as royal apartments. It was built in 1878 by King Tiabao Min at the same premise as his father King Mindon's residence. It was taken down and moved as a monastery, and it is believed that Tiabao used this as a palace of meditation. Though the gold leaf on the exterior has suffered damage from the elements, the monastery is famous for the workmanship of the wood carvings of historic creatures and motifs. Inside, well-preserved Jataka scenes illustrate the life and teachings of the Buddha. Once covered in the gold leaf and accented with glass mosaics, the monastery now stands as a delicate remnant of Myanmar's royal past. So this is the Swenadawe Monastery. as you can see in the picture. So the next attraction will be the Ngapali Beach, which is located in Rakhine State, and it is a lovely stretch of white sand. It's palm free along with brilliant blue water with stunning views of the Bay of Bengal. The water here is gentle and clear, perfect for swimming, snorkeling, and the vibe here is relaxed and peaceful. Along Apali Beach, you will find fishing villages, resorts, and hotels during your visit. You will have opportunities to relax on the beach, visit local villages, enjoy fresh seafood, and witness world-class sunsets. Nepali has developed quite a bit since its opening, but still possesses a wonderful tropical and simple consciousness all in all. It is an essential Myanmar's best beach destination for tourists and locals alike. So as you can see, this is the Ngapali Beach in provided image. So now, let's focus in one destination which is Shwedagon Pagoda, or it called also the Golden Pagoda that located in Yangon, Myanmar. That is one of the world's most significant Buddhist sites, with documented history exceeding 2,500 years. The pagoda is believed to contain relics of previous Buddhas and 8 hairs of the Gautama Buddha, which is you will see inside the Swedagon Pagoda, giving it great significance as a religious and cultural symbol. The pagoda also was the first reformed in the 14th century, and in 1472 it was expanded by Queen Shin Saopu, and it is composed of gold-plated bricks and topped with a jeweled stud or hiti or dome. As you can see, it's like an umbrella. It has tremendous spiritual, cultural, and astrological significance and survived destructive earthquakes, civil wars, and looting over the centuries. As you can see in the entrance of Swadagon Pagoda, it also has an important role in Myanmar's political past, and it served as a site of protest, rallies, and demonstrations similar to the protests for independence and democracy involving Aung San and Aung San Suu Kyi. The site has 4 entrances, guarded by giant leographs. As you can see, it's like a lion, with street vendors selling religious items nearby. Visitors generally circumambulate the stupa clockwise and pass shrines to the 4 Buddhas, Kokosanda, Kokonagama, Kasapa, and Gautama. As you go inside the Swedagon Pagoda, you will see some different Buddhas displayed both corner and center. It will serve as reflects of their culture they believes on Buddhas. You can offer some prayers and things as shown as respect to them. Um, you can also enjoy the images or the sculptures of the Swedagon Pagoda. As you go or visit to Swedagon Pagoda, you should consider in staying in Hotel Edge Yangon in Yangon, Myanmar. They offer your comfortability, best services for the visitors. I have a video in this provided, so take a trip of Swedagon Pagoda in Myanmar. So let's proceed to the country of Vietnam. So as you can see in the picture, the red symbolize revolution and bloodshed, with a golden star that signifies not only the nation's soul but also the five main classes, social classes. So Vietnam also has two capital, which is Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. But it is declared that Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam. Hanoi is considered the political and cultural capital with nearly 1,000 years of history. And Ho Chi Minh City is known for food, fun, and commerce on it. Vietnam is often called the land of the Blue Dragon, which is the nickname of Vietnam, and symbolizes as strength and resilience, as well as the Nam by U.S. forces in the Vietnam War. Vietnam's tourist tagline, which is Vietnam Timeless Charm, and it is steeped in culture, which is has many attractions to offer, and it provides some historic and scenery for the tourist. So the national food of Vietnam is the pho. It is a delicious noodle soup consisting of broth, rice noodles, and meat such as beef or chicken. Pho is eaten all over Vietnam and it is known around the world. Regional variations include Southern Pho, which has a thicker broth and thinner noodles. Pho can include toppings like fresh herbs such as basil, bean sprouts, and scallions. Pho remains iconic and beloved and a huge part of Vietnamese cuisine. So, this is the picture of the pho. Next is the national drink of Vietnamese, which is the rice wine. So, Vietnamese rice wine is called rau go. Rau go. It is a fermented distilled beverage made of rice with an alcohol content that often exceed 40%. There are many types of hitro or the rice wine brand such as distilled raw di, commonwealth raw can, herbal raw talk, and natural ka. Most raw is generally brewed at brewed at home. It is a traditional drink that plays as an important role in culture, especially during holidays and family gatherings. The ingredients and process in brewing rice wine widely differ but typically involve fermenting the rice and distilling the liquid or the beverage. Known in Vietnam, which is the rogo or the rice wine, involves using traditional methods passed down from generation, while raw is not. So this is the picture of the rice wine, as you can see in the PPT. So next is the traditional clothing of Vietnam, which is the áo dai. Áo dai is the Vietnam's traditional long, fitted tunic worn over trousers, commonly used during special occasions such as Tet. Tet is a festival. Later I will discuss it. It is usually made of silk, has high side slits, and has variations in color, embroidery, and style. The áo dai has transitioned from royal clothing to a fashionable outfit worn by all age groups. Accompanying the áo dai is the non-la or conical hat made of palm leaves, which is sometimes worn with the áo dai for general wear, working, or during cultural shares. The áo dai and non la are culturally and symbolic significant to Vietnam's traditional clothing, as you can see in the PPT provided picture. So next is the Festival of Vietnam, which is Tet Nguyen Dan or Lunar New Year in Vietnam. It is most celebrated festival in Vietnamese, and it occurred in February 17. This cherished holiday represents family reunions, worships of ancestors, and marks the beginning of a new year with renewed chances of prosperity and good fortune. In Vietnam, Tet is a nationwide holiday with various traditional activities and closure of schools and businesses. Festivities during Tet in Vietnam include wearing red or gold clothing, especially the Aoyai, which signifies luck and happiness, to the person wearing them. Dark colors is not allowed, especially the black or gray, to avoid um, misfortune and disaster. This is the Tet Nguyen Festival in Vietnamese. So let's proceed to the language of Vietnam, which is the Vietnamese language. So now let's discover how we say hi, good morning, good evening in Vietnamese word. First, in hi in Vietnamese is ciao, ciao. And next is the hello in Vietnamese will be si chào, si chào. Next is the good morning of Vietnamese is chào buổi sáng, chào buổi sáng. Next is the good afternoon of Vietnamese will be the chào buổi trưa, chào buổi trưa. Next is the good evening of Vietnamese is buổi tối về, buổi tối về. And that is the common phrases of Vietnamese. So let's proceed to the national animal of Vietnam, which is the water buffalo. It symbolizes hard work, resilience, and rural life, reflecting its vital role in Vietnamese agriculture. Water buffalo has been essential for farming and transportation for centuries. They are often featured in traditional art, folklore, and festivals showcasing their cultural importance. The water buffalo is also seen as a symbol of bravery, prosperity, and happiness in Vietnamese culture. So this is the water buffalo as shown in the image. So let's proceed to the currency of Vietnam, which is the Vietnamese dong. So one Vietnamese dong is equal to 0.0022 in Philippine peso. So let's proceed to the airport of Vietnam, which is Tan Son Nhat International Airport with the IATA code of SGN. It is the Vietnamese largest and busiest airport for both international and domestic flights. Built in the 1930s by the French colonial government as a small airfield near Tan Son Nhat village. It is the identifies the city's earlier name, Saigon, which is SGN, the IATA code, sees heavy volumes of passengers, most notably the domestic flight route connecting the cities of Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. Has slightly more than 11 million passengers in 2023 past years. SGN is a crucial hub for regional transportation and during the years to accommodate the growing number of passengers and the volume of flights. Today, the airport remains an important gateway and the hub of vicinity of southern Vietnam and beyond for tourism purposes. As you can see in the picture, this is the entire area of the Tan Son Nhat International Airport with the IATA code of SGN. It covers all domestic and international flights. Inside the Tan Son Nhat International Airport, you can see the counter, which is you can buy the airplane ticket, and there's also the waiting area, so you can wait where when you will call for your flight. So now, let's proceed to the top attraction in Vietnam. So first, let's go to the Lake of the Restored Sword in Hanoi, Vietnam. So our first stop is the Hon Cam Lake or the Sword Lake. It is a 12-hectare freshwater lake situated in the historic heart of Hanoi, Vietnam. It is the centerpiece of Hanoi and a vital scenic and social gathering places for the city. Huancam Lake derives its name for the Lake of the Returned Sword from an origin story in which the Emperor Liloy returned a magical sword for the golden turtle god after vanquishing the Ming dynasty. Before that, the lake was known as Lok Toy Lake or the Turtle Tower of Taprua. Turtle Tower Taprua was located in the central islet, which is, as you can see in the picture, that tower and there's water surround it. It is directly tied into this story. There is also Jade Islet located near the northern shore, which contains the 18th century Ngok Son Temple, which can only be accessed via the striking red Tehok Bridge. As you can see, the red bridge on there. The lake was historically noted for former large soft-shell turtles, and possibly a unique species of turtle. The last known turtle died in 2016. It is not just a culturally rich landmark, but it also visually significant and has a solid connection to Hanoi's culture, history, folklore, and the identity of the Hanoi's residents. So next destination or attraction will be the Hollow Prison in Hanoi, popularly known as the Hanoi Hilton, by American prisoners of war, was built by French colonists to hold Vietnamese political prisoners and operated until 1954, when it came under the control of North Vietnam, later housing captured U.S. servicemen during the Vietnam War. They, I, they and their family were subjected and substandard conditions despite the Geneva Conventions being in effect, with many accounts describing systematic abuse. After the war, it held Vietnamese descendants, and the most of the prison was demolished in the 1990s for the Hanoi Towers project, leaving the entrance and gatehouse as a museum that showcased the French colonial history of Hollow Prison, including a guillotine room and former prisoners' quarters, as you can see in the image of how they they become a prisoner and how they will become abused on that war. So the next attraction will be the Vin Wonders of Natrang. It is a large amusement and entertainment park located in Nha Trang, Vietnam, and operated by Vingroup Corporation, and it is part of Vinpearl Complex. It has an attractions including water slides, wave pools, amusement rides, themed zones, and exhibits, cultural performances, shopping, and restaurants. Tourists can access the park by a scenic cable car ride from downtown, and it is a favorite family destination for fun, adventure, relaxation, and entertainment in a tropical environment. So you can visit Vin Wonders Restaurant for summer breaks. So as you can see, this is the Vin Wonders of Natrang. So next attraction will be the Hoi An ancient town is located in Quang Nam. Vietnam is this attraction is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site as the features of historic town architecture are preserved. Although it is a historic essence of what was once an Asian trading port that it is one prime importance. This was just a bustling trading port for merchants traveling from Vietnam, China, Japan, and Europe. The town reflects its diverse cultural influence. The town is filled with narrow streets lined with traditional historic houses, assembly halls, and temples, and features historic monuments such as the Japanese covered bridge and Tanki Old House. Travelers appreciate the return of vibrant nights to the town as the lantern festivals and add to the idea of Hoi An's beauty, creating a spirit of magic to the nights. The description The description of traditional crafts which thrive here, such as tailoring, lantern making, and pottery, are endless, as are the delicious traditional dishes that many tourist travelers to the town, especially to the taste of gomolao and white rose. The scenery of the Tobon River adds to the colorful atmosphere, and together with the heritage fosters a strong visitor appeal, with steady tourist growth in historical and cultural tourism linked to the stunning views. So there's a lot of destination of Hoi An ancient town that you can learn about the history, cultural of this. It is the best preserved culture bypass, and now it is also preserved. So this is the picture I provide about Hoi An ancient town. So the next attraction will be go is the Golden Bridge or Kalbang. It's an impressive pedestrian bridge located in Sunworld Bana Hills Resort Complex in An Song Village, Ho Minh Commune, Ho Bang District of Da Nang City in Vietnam, approximately 25 kilometers west of Da Nang. It opened in June 2018 and quickly gained worldwide notoriety as a recognized landmark because of its unique design and stunning views. The bridge is located in the Bana Hills, where it connects the cable car station to the Le Jardin d'Amour Gardens, providing a beautiful pathway through the Paris Garden. The bridge, otherworldly designed against the misty background, has also made its staple contested area for pictures and a travel destination on any top 10 list of things to see because it ties together nature and architecture. The Golden Bridge has been a significant symbol for Vietnam as a developing country with grand visions for architectural frontier. However, it is not just limited to a tourist destination. The Golden Bridge has also been used for many cultural events and fashion shows like the Walk on the Clouds fashion show. So it is very common in the worldwide about the Golden Bridge because of the unique structure on it. So as you can see in the picture above, this is the sample of the view of the Golden Bridge. So let's proceed to the next destination, which is the Cuchi Tunnels. Cuchi Tunnels are a vast underground system in the Cuchi district, just outside of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. They were constructed by the Viet Cong during the Vietnam War and were vitally important as underground bases for communication, supply routes, and living quarters. The tunnels are estimated to reach a depth of 12 meters and hold rooms including kitchens, hospitals, and command posts. The tunnel system contains hidden trap doors and booby traps for defense against the enemy. The Kuchi tunnels were very important to guerrilla warfare because they provided hiding opportunities for the Viet Cong and served as a platform to attack their enemy by surprise. Today, the site serves as tourist destination with guide tours and access for exploring the narrow tunnels. The Kuchi tunnels are located approximately 70 kilometers northwest of Ho Chi Minh City, and they symbolize Vietnamese strength and creativity during the war. So as you can see, this is the Kuchi tunnels image of how it will look like inside. So now let's proceed to the one destination we will focus. It is the Marble Mountain. Marble Mountains are a group of five limestone and marble hills located in Da Nang, Vietnam, named after the five elements, which is Kim means metal, Toi means water, Mok means wood, Hoa means fire, and To means earth. These mountains are renowned for their natural beauty and spiritual significance. So welcome to the Marble Mountains entrance. As you can see, it has a gate that shown so very old and very um, significance for their culture. The Marble Mountains are a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors with the scenic landscapes and cultural heritage. The caves and temples reflect centuries of religious and historical significance dating back to the Cham civilization and Buddhist traditions. The site also features a stone sculpture village where artisans craft statues from marble and limestones. The natural formations combined with spiritual sites make the mountains an unique blend of geology and culture. The Marble Mountains stand as symbol of Vietnam's rich history, spiritual and artistic craftsmanship. Inside the mountains, visitors can explore numerous caves, tunnels, and Buddhist sanctuaries, which contain statues and ancient carvings. The area is also home to several pagodas, such as the Ling Pagoda, offering stunning panoramic views of the surrounding region. Historically, the mountains served as a religious sites and were used as hiding spots and military base during the Vietnam War. As you visit the Marble Mountain, you can stay also the Shrine Hotel and apartment. They will serve you in the most services that you make comfortable for your stay in this area. So you should consider that apartment. Let's take a trip for the Marble Mountain. Let's see. So let's proceed to the next country, which is Cambodia. As you can see in the flag, there's a symbol centered in the flag of Cambodia. It is known as Angkor Wat. It is located in centrally between the blue and red sections. This is culturally significant because Angkor Wat symbolizes the heritage of the country. The blue of the flag stands for the liberty, the red represents bravery, and the white signifies purity and peace. Phnom Penh is the capital of Cambodia, serving as the political, economic, and cultural center of the country. It also often referred to as the land of Smer, which is the nickname of the country, which acknowledged the culture, language, and history of Sumer civilization. It also referred to as the Kingdom of Wonder, Feel the Warmth, is the tourism tagline of the country. It is due to the opportunities to visit the famous temples, beautiful nature, and treasured cultural artifacts and sites. The flag represents the warmth and friendliness that Cambodians are known for and reflects the many aspects of the identity of the proud Cambodian culture and heritage and legacy. So let's talk about the national food of Cambodia, which is amok. It's a traditional Cambodian dish that is incredibly beloved and contains fresh pieces of freshwater fish, such as either snakehead or catfish, that are prepared in a delicious, flavorful coconut milk-based curry. And amok is flavored with traditional Khmer spices, including lemongrass and kaffir, lime, Khmer kaffir, lime leaves, turmeric, and galangal. And it is traditional steam using banana leaves, which give us a unique, fragrant aroma as well as a silky texture, which is why amok is considered to be a Cambodian national dish because of all cultural and traditional significance surrounding the delectable dish, and it is served with white streams jasmine rice, which is consumed especially during holidays and special occasions with family gatherings and during religion or religious festivities or special occasion. As you can see, that is the physical appearance of amok shown in PPT. Next, let's proceed to the national drink of Cambodia, which is sumabay or sumbay, commonly known as sumaboy, meaning to start. It is all known and recognized traditional Cambodian fermented rice beverage or rice wine that has been around and made for generations, which is primarily made through the fermentation of cooked white or glutinous sticky rice and rice husk, and sometimes with added herbs or even sugar. Samba is a fermented sweet, tangy beverage that usually contains a mild alcohol content. It's quite culturally significant to many rural communities and is a major staple of their diet. It is particularly consumed outdoors during festivals, big celebrations, and social gatherings, where it represents hospitality and usually shared amongst family members and friends, either in making special occasions or just enjoying life in a casual way, in the knowledge of less being more. Then, this is the physical appearance of Sambai, the national drink of Cambodia. Let's talk about the traditional clothing of Cambodia, which is samput. Samput is a long rectangular cloth wrapped around the waist, like a skirt, is the traditional dress of Cambodia. Women usually wear the samput with a fitted blouse, such as referred to as the samput chang fen or samput famong, that is made of a cotton or silk material. Men wear a similar type of garment called the sampot saryopa, which is worn together with a shirt or a traditional jacket. Both men and women wear silk garments during formal occasions and ceremonies. These garments are elaborately decorated with decorative fabrics and intricate patterns, usually featuring some sort of gold embroidery. One aspect of Cambodian traditional dress that is important to note is um, chama or checkered scarf that is used on their body and head for many uses, but typically acts to protect them from the sun. Depending on the strength of the light in Cambodia, the scarf may even be wrapped around multiple times. The clothing is often colorful and bright. Cambodians make their clothing from a very textiles and materials that infuse their garments with rich symbolic meanings and beautiful craftsmen. Traditional dress is worn for many reasons such as during festivals, religious ceremonies, as well as for special occasions which symbolize cultural pride and deep identity. That's it. As you can see, this is the samput whereby the men and women of Cambodia. So now let's talk about the language of Cambodia, which is Khmer language. First, let's discover how we say hi or hello in Khmer language. First, hi means sustai, sustai, sustai. Next is hello, which is chumbupso, chumblipso, chumbipso. Next is good morning, which is arontai, arontai, arontai. Next is good afternoon, which is pelroselo, pelroselo, pelroselo. Next is the good evening of Cambodian language, which is retresostai, retresostai, retresostai. Those are the common phrases of Khmer language in Cambodia. Next, let's talk about the national animal of Cambodia, which is copre, which is known as bull, the national animal of Cambodia. It is a rare and endangered species of wild ox that is native to the forests of Cambodia and parts of Thailand and Vietnam. Capre are a large species with adult males standing approximately 1.8 meters or 6 feet tall at a shoulder height and weighing up to a maximum of 900 kilograms or 2,000 pounds. Copre can be easily identified by their dark brown to black coat, curved horns, and stocky body. Copre are also a shy and rare species of wild cattle that lives in a remote jungle areas. Their rarity and habitat is a choice only of the many challenges to take when studying a copre. Copre can be made into a national animal of Cambodia since 2008, representing both the biodiversity of Cambodia and commitment to conserve wildlife. Due to hunting, habitat loss, and many of their environmental threats that for copre is critically endangered and efforts continue to protect and conserve their endemic species. So this is the picture of copre. Next is about the currency of Cambodia, which is the Cambodian riel. One Cambodian riel is equivalent to 0.014 in Philippine peso. Festival of Cambodia, which is the Hol Nam Me, also known as the Cambodian New Year. It is one of the most important and widely celebrated festivals in Cambodia, occurring on from April 14 to 16. It typically takes place in mid-April, marking the end of the harvest season and the start of the new year according to the Khmer calendar. The festival lasts for 3 days and involves various cultural, religious, and social activities. During Hol Nam Me, Cambodians perform religious ceremonies at temples to honor Buddha and seek blessings for the upcoming year. They offer food, flowers, and incense to monks and participate in rituals to cleanse bad luck and invite good fortune. People visit family and friends, exchange gifts, and wear traditional clothing such as the samput And festivities include street celebrations, traditional music and dance performances, exciting games, and the Buddhist bathing ritual, where water is poured over Buddha statues and each other as a symbol of purification and renewal. So they splash water for each other for their cleansing. This way, it is a way to remove the bad luck or misfortune on them. Fireworks and colorful parades are also common during to the celebrations. The idea of their clothing during festival is to be comfortable in splashing water on each other. Hol Nam Me is a time for Cambodians to celebrate their cultural heritage, honor their ancestors, and welcome the new year with hope and joy. So this is the Hol Nam Me, the festival of Cambodia. Let's- let's talk about the airport of Cambodia, which is Phnom Penh International Airport, with the IATA code of PNH. Is the primary gateway to Cambodia, located approximately 10 kilometers west of the city center. It serves both domestic and international flights, connecting Cambodia to numerous destinations across Asia, Europe, and other regions. The airport features modern terminals equipped with various facilities such as check-in counters, baggage claims area, customs, and immigration services. VIP lounges, retail shops, and dining options are all designed to ensure a comfortable experience for travelers. Over the years, the airport has undergone several upgrades with major expansions in 2010 and ongoing renovations in 2020, aimed to increasing capacity and enhancing safety standards to meet growing demand. As you can see in the picture, this is the overview of the entire Phnom Penh International Airport that serve as domestic and international flight architecture with elements of local Cambodian design, creating a welcoming and efficient environment for passengers. It offers essential services like Wi-Fi, currency exchange, car rentals, and transportation options for Phnom Penh City as a vital hub for tourism, trade, and diplomatic connections. Phnom Penh International Airport plays a significant role in Cambodia's economic development and regional integration. Its continuous improvements reflect Cambodians' efforts to modernize infrastructure and boost international connectivity. As you can see in the picture, this is the inside of Phnom Penh International Airport that serve as domestic and international flights. Let's proceed to the top attractions of Cambodia. First, let's go to Tonle Sap Lake, located in Cambodia. So the first destination will be the Tonle Sap Lake, located in Cambodia. It is Southeast Asia's largest freshwater lake and a critical ecological and cultural resource for the region. It covers approximately 2,600 square kilometers during the dry season and expands to about 16,000 square kilometers during the monsoon season, making it one of the most dynamic freshwater systems in the world. The lake is interconnected with the Mekong River via the Tonle Sap River, which plays a vital role in its seasonal flooding and water level fluctuations. Historically, Tonle Sap has been an essential center for Cambodia's fisheries, supporting the livelihoods of millions of people who live in the floating village and rely on fishing and agriculture. Its unique hydrological cycle is driven by the reversal of the Tonle Sap River, which flows into the Mekong during the rainy season and out to the lake during the dry season, creating a rich ecosystem teeming with diverse fish species. The lake's cultural significance is reflected in the numerous floating communities, traditional fisheries practices, and the nearby. That one will be the UNESCO Biosphere Reserve as recognized, which aims to conserve its rich biodiversity and support sustainable development on it. So this is the Tonle Sap Lake appearance. So our next attraction will be the Bokor Hill Station, which is located in Kampot province of southern Cambodia. Perched atop the Bokor Plateau in the Elephant Mountains, built by the French in the 1920s during the colonial era, it served a hill station and retreat for French colonists seeking relief from the heat and humidity of the lowlands. The site functioned as a resort town, a military outpost, and even a house of a Catholic church featuring a colonial style architecture and luxury accommodations. The station was abandoned in the 1970s amid the Cambodian Civil War and subsequent conflicts resulting in its ruins and decay in recent years. The area has been partially restored and developed into a popular tourist destination offering panoramic views, scenic waterfalls like Popokville, and a glimpse into Cambodian colonial past. Visitors can explore the remnants of the Palace, the old Catholic Church, and enjoy the cool mountain climate and natural beauty of the surrounding landscapes. The site holds cultural and historical significance, attracting those interested in colonial history, architecture, and scenic vistas. Accessible via a winding mountain road from Kampot or Kep Bokor Hill Station remains a compelling destination for both history and enthusiasts and nature lovers. So this is the image of Bokor Hill Station. Yon Temple. It is located in Angkor Thom with the Angkor Archaeological Park in Cambodia. It is one of the most iconic and celebrated monuments of the Khmer Empire. Built in the late of 12th or early 13th century under the reign of King Javayarman the 6. It served as the state temple and features a distinctive design characterized by over 200 massive stone faces carved into towers, each depicting Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. With a serene and smiling expression. The temple's architecture masterfully combines traditional Khmer construction techniques with intricate bas reliefs that illustrate historical events, mythological stories, and scenes from everyday life, providing valuable insights into Khmer culture and religion. Bayon attracts millions of visitors who explore its terraces, galleries, and central sanctuary, making it a symbol of Cambodia's rich history and artistic achievement and spiritual heritage. So this is the image of Bayon Temple in Aklan. Thank you. So let's go to another attraction, which is the Prasad Preya Vihar. It's a renowned Khmer Hindu temple situated on 525-meter high hill in the Dangrek Mountains along the border between Cambodia and Thailand. Built during the reign of the King Suryavarman the the first in the 11th century and later expanded in the 12th century under the King Suryavarman II. It is dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva, which is the temple of famous for its impressive architecture with a series of terraces, courtyards, and step stairs leading up to the main shrine, all constructed with finely carved sandstone blocks. Its strategic location offers breathtaking panoramic views of the surrounding landscapes and reflects of Khmer Empire's architecture ingenuity, and spiritual devotion. Prasat Raya Vihar is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for its historical significance, unique design, and scenic setting. It remains an important symbol of Cambodia's cultural heritage, and it is a popular destination for visitors in heritage in history, architecture, and natural beauty. So this is the Prasat Raya Vihar that located in the Cambodia. So let's proceed to the next destination, which is the Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is a renowned temple complex located in Siem Reap, Cambodia, and it is considered of one of the largest and most impressive religious monuments in the world. Built in the early 12th century during the reign of King Sarvavan II, it was originally constructed as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god of Vishnu and later transformed into a Buddhist site covering approximately 162.6 hectares. Angkor Wat is famous for its stunning architecture, intricate bas reliefs, and five towering spires that symbolize Mount Meru, the mythical mountain of the gods. The complex is surrounded by a large moat and walls representing the ocean and mountains of Hindu cosmology, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1992. Angkor Wat is not only a symbol of Cambodia but also a major cultural and historical landmark that attracts millions of visitors each year, reflecting the ingenuity and spirituality of the Khmer Empire. So this is the image of Angkor Wat. Now, let's focus in one destination which is I choose is Silver Pagoda, also known as Wat Phaya Keomerakot. It is a distinguished Buddhist temple located with the Royal Palace complex in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It is renowned for its stunning architecture and its floor covered with over 5,000 silver tiles, which gives the pagoda its name. As shown in the picture, the temple has many valuable religious artifacts, including a gold Buddha encrusted with diamonds and numerous emerald and crystal Buddha statues. As a symbol of Cambodian spiritual heritage, the Silver Pagoda draws many visitors who came to admire its exquisite exquisite design, cultural significance, and the priceless treasures it contains. The interior of the Silver Pagoda is decorated with the intricate murals and statues that depict various scenes from Buddhist mythology. The temple served as an important religious site where monks perform ceremonies and worship, making it a vital part of Cambodia's spiritual life. Its collection of national treasures and its beautiful Khmer style architecture make the Silver Pagoda a key of a cultural landmark reflecting Cambodia's rich history, religious traditions, and artistic craftsmanship. As you go in the Silver Pagoda, you can stay in Silver Mount Hotel that offers some comfortable bed services for your vacation. So I have a video about the Silver Pagoda. Let's take a trip for the Silver Pagoda. So let's proceed to the next country, which is Laos. As you can see in the flag of Laos, it features the three horizontal stripes, the red at the top of the bottom, and a wider blue stripe in the middle. The red symbolizes bloodshed, the blue represents prosperity, and the white distinct in the center signifies unity and the full moon. The capital of Laos is Vientiane, the largest city and the political, cultural, and economic hub situated along the Mekong River. Vientiane is known as for temples, French colonial architecture, and relaxed atmosphere. Laos is nicknamed also as the land of a million elephants because elephants have historically been an important part of Lao culture, used for work, transportation, and ceremonies also. Today, elephants are a national symbol of strength and dignity that the country's tourism unity. Tourism tagline will be the simply beautiful, reflecting Laos' stunning natural landscapes, charming towns, and rich cultural heritage, making it is a captivating destination for travelers seeking tranquility and scenic beauty. The- It is the best. Um, it is known for simplest, but it makes unique. Next is the national food of Laos, which is the laab. It's a traditional Lao dish with origins dating back centuries in Southeast Asia, particularly among tribal and rural communities in Laos. It is celebrated as a national dish and a symbol of Lao culinary identity. Historically, laab was prepared using freshly slaughtered meats, seasoned with herbs, lime juice, fish sauce, toasted rice powder, and chili, reflecting Lao emphasis on balancing spicy, sour, salty, and savory flavors. Often served during festivals, family gatherings, and communal celebration. The ab fosters social bonding and exemplifies Lao tradition of simplicity, freshness, and respect for local ingredients, and it has a bold flavor profile and cultural significance highlight Lao hospitality and culinary heritage. So this is the physical appearance of the national food in Laos, which is laab. Next is the national drink of Laos, which is Lao Lao. It is a traditional Lao rice whiskey, has a historical that dates back hundreds of years. Made through the fermentation of sticky rice, a staple in Lao culture, Lao Lao is considered a symbol of Lao hospitality and social bonding. It is often homemade with recipes passed down through generations and used in rituals, festivals, and communal gatherings. Typically served in a small glasses due to its strong alcoholic content, Lao Lao holds great cultural significance as an emblem of Lao identity and traditional craftsmanship representing the deep rooted customs and social practices of the Lao people. So this is the physical appearance of Lao Lao, which is the traditional drink of Laos. Next, let's talk about the traditional clothing of Laos. The sin and salong are essential components of traditional Lao attire, reflecting the rich cultural heritage and identity of the Lao people. The sin is a traditional Lao skirt worn by women, characterized by its intricate patterns, vibrant colors, and fine silk fabric. It is usually handmade, featuring detailed weaving techniques that showcase regional craftsmanship and is often decorated with motifs symbolizing prosperity and cultural significance. The scene is typically worn during formal occasions, festivals, and ceremonies, serving as a symbol of Lao femininity and cultural pride. Then, the salo is a traditional Lao shirt or blouse worn by both men and women, often made from silk or other fine fabrics. For women, the salong is usually paired with the same to complete the traditional outfit, while men might wear simpler versions for ceremonial events. The salong can be plain or elaborately embroidered depending on the occasion and is designed to complement the scene in terms of color and style. Together, the scene and salon embody Lao elegance, cultural identity, and respect for traditional craftsmanship, playing a vital role in Laos' cultural expressions during festivals, rituals, and important social gatherings. Next is the Festival of Laos. The Bon Pimay, also known as Lao New Year, is the most important traditional festival in Laos, celebrated annually from April 13 to 15 to mark the end of the dry season and the beginning of the rainy season. It is time for a renewal, purification, and paying respect to elders and ancestors, symbolizing hope, prosperity, and good fortune for the coming year. The festival features a variety of cultural and religious activities, including Buddhist rituals and offerings at temples where people pour water over Buddha images and elders' hands to seek blessings. One of the most joyful traditions is water splashing, where people playful splash water in each other to symbolize cleansing of sins and bad luck. Parades and processions with traditional music and dance and decorated floats are common. Alongside home and village cleanse up to sweep away bad luck. Cultural performance such as music, dance, and competitions add to the festivities. The Bon Pimay festival emphasizes community bonds, respect for elders, and the celebration of Lao culture's vibrancy and religious beliefs. While traditional activities remain central, modern celebrations now include fireworks, concerts, and tourism events, helping to preserve and promote Lao cultural identity both within the country and among Lao communities abroad. So this is the image of when they celebrate in Bon Pimay festivals, which is known as Lao New Year. Now, let's discover how we say hi, hello, and good morning in Lao language. First, and hi in Lao language is sabade, sabade. And hello in Lao language is sabaydi, sabaydi. Next is the good morning of Laos is sabadeto, sabadeto. Next is the good afternoon of Lao language is sabadi tonbe, sabadi tonbe. Next is the good evening of Lao language is sabade tonale, sabade tonale. That is the common phrases of Lao language in Laos country. Now, let's talk about the national animal of Laos, which is the elephant. It is the significant cultural and historical importance in the country. Traditionally, elephants have been revered in the Lao culture, symbolizing the strength, wisdom, and prosperity. They played a vital role in agriculture, transportation, and warfare in ancient times and are often featured in religious ceremonies and festivals. The Asian elephant, which is native to Laos, is considered a national treasure and a symbol of a national identity and pride. In recent years, efforts have been made to protect and conserve elephants in Laos due to threats from habitat loss, poaching, and illegal ivory trade. The image of the elephant continues to be prominent in Lao art, folklore, and national symbolism, reflecting its deep-rooted significance in the country, history, and cultural heritage. Especially, white elephant is considered as the sacred and the symbol of good fortune in Laos country. So this is the elephant. Now let's talk about the airport of Laos, which is the Watay International Airport with the IATA code of VTE that located in Benten, Laos. and serve as the country's primary international gateway that managed by Lao Airlines and Lao government. The airport features passenger terminals for both domestic and international flights, along with custom immigration and cargo handling facilities. Airport has a main runway approximately 3,000 meters long, capable of accommodating large aircraft. Several airlines, including Lao Airlines, Bangkok Airways, and Vietnam Airlines, operate flights connecting to regional hubs such as Bangkok, Hanoi, and Siem Reap. Currently undergoing expansion and modernization projects, Watai International Airport aims to increase capacity and improve passengers' experience. It is easily accessible for Vientiane cities centered by taxi, bus, or private vehicle. The airport plays a vital role in facilitating tourism, trade, and connectivity for Laos. So this is the um, the view of the Watai International Airport. So now, let's proceed to the top attractions in Laos. So our first destination in Laos is the Mandalao Elephant Conservation. It also known as Mandalao Elephant Conservation Center. It is a dedicated sanctuary located in Laos that focuses on the protection and rehabilitation of elephants. The center provides a safe haven for rescued rescued elephants, that many of which has been retired from logging or tourism industries. Visitors to the center have been the opportunity to learn about elephant conservation efforts, observe elephants in a natural environment, and participate in activities such as feeding and bathing the elephants under supervision of trained staff. The center emphasizes ethical treatment and aims to raise awareness about the importance of conserving elephants and their habitats. It also offers educational programs and supports local communities in sustainable practices related to elephant conservation. This facility committed to promoting responsible tourism and ensuring the elephants are cared for with dignity and respect. So this is the example of the Mandala Elephant Conservation. So the next attraction we will tackle will be the Taliwang Waterfalls that located in Balayan Plateau. It is stunning and popular attractions in southern Laos, known for its pictures and scenic beauty that waterfalls provided. It features multiple tiers of cascading water that tumble into clear, inviting pools below. Surrounded by lush jungle and greeny, it makes that the sight will be so paranormal. It offers also the peaceful and scenic environment, perfect for relaxation and swimming. The site is easily accessible and often revisited by travelers exploring the Bolaven Plateau region. Visitors can enjoy the cool, refreshing waters, take in the natural scenery, and appreciate the tranquility atmosphere. It also nature it also offers to the nature lovers and those seeking a serene escape amidst Laos' beautiful landscapes. So visit this. So this is the picture of the Tadiwang waterfalls in Bulaven Plateau. So the next attraction will be tackled is the Plain of Jars. It is a famous archaeological and cultural site located in Shenguang province in Laos. It is a vast plateau covering approximately 1,000 square kilometers and is renowned for its thousands of large stone jars scattered across the landscape. These jars, some weighing several tons, are believed to date back to the Iron Age around 500 BCE or to 500 CE. Though their exact purpose remains a mystery, historically, they are thought to have been used for funerary practices such as cremation or burial ceremonies. are possibly for fermentation of storage. The area was heavily affected during the Vietnam War due to extensive bombing, which has left many remnants of unexploded ordnance, making exploration potentially hazardous. Despite this, the Plain of Jars is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and, and attracts many visitors who come to marvel at the archaeological significance and the mysterious purpose of these ancient stone structures. So this is the actual image of the Plain of Jars in Laos. So next attraction will be the Patswai Monument, also known as the Victory Gate. It is a renowned landmark located in Vientiane, Laos. Built in 1962, it commemorates those who fought for independence from France and is often compared to the Triomphe in Paris due to its similar architectural style. The monument stands approximately 20 meters or 66 feet tall, and it is constructed from concrete decorated with traditional Lao motifs and intricate carvings. It serves as a symbol of national pride and it's a popular tourist attraction, offering visitors the opportunity to climb to the top of the panoramic views of Vientiane City. The site is frequently used for cultural events, celebrations, and gatherings, making it as a central and accessible location in the city. Pasway is a important historical and cultural symbol for Laos. So this is the image of the Pasway Monument. So the next attraction will be the Wat Moang. It's a prominent Buddhist temple located in Luang Prabang in Laos, renowned for its impressive architecture and religious significance. The temple features traditional Lao Buddhist design with a large golden stupa that houses relics and serves as a focal point for various ceremonies. The complex includes prayer halls, living quarters for monks, and numerous statues of Buddha and other religious icons, creating a serene and spirituality enriching environment. Wat Muang plays an active role in the local community, hosting daily rituals, festivals, and celebrations, especially during Lao New Year and Buddhist holidays. It serves not only as a place of worship and meditation but also a guardian of Lao cultural and religious traditions. Visitors to Wat Muang can explore its grounds, admire its intricate, um, fascinating architecture, and observe monks in their daily activities, all while respecting their respectful attire and behavior expected within the sacred space. So this is the Wat Muang looks like. Now, let's focus to one attraction in Laos, which is the Wat Cheng Tong is one of the most significant and oldest monasteries in Luang Prabang, Laos. Dating back to the late 16th century, located on the banks of the Mekong River. The temple is renowned for its stunning Lao architecture, featuring intricate wooden carvings, gilded decoration, and a multi-tiered roof design. The complex includes a beautiful decorated ordination hall or seam adorned with mosaics and traditional Lao motifs, as well as other smaller structures and mausoleum. It served as an important religious site, hosting various ceremonies and festivals, especially during Lao New Year and Buddhist celebrations. The temple also famous for its elaborate mosaics, including the Tree of Life, which decorates the wall of the ordination hall. Wat Cheng Tong is a major attraction for visitors interested in Lao history, culture, and Buddhism. It will preserve architecture and artistic details reflect the rich cultural heritage of Luang Prabang. The site has been carefully maintained and restored over the years, ensuring that its historical and spiritual significance continues to be appreciated by both locals and tourists alike. So this is the Washington in Luang Prabang in Laos. As you visit in Washington attraction in Laos, you will consider also in staying the Shalong Shai boutique hotel that offers relaxing, best services for you and affordable um, foods and amenities. Let's take a trip of Washington in La Parabang. So now, I will be conclude my report. I hope you will learn something on my discussion. So, see you again and goodbye.